Sponsored by the Big 98, Nashville's #1 for new country and the home of the Bobby Bones Show.
Welcome to the Rocket Review. I'm thrilled to have multi-platinum selling country artist Sammy Kershaw on the show, talking about his brand new single and brand new video, My Friend Fred. Thanks for coming on the show, Sammy.
Hey, man, thanks for having me. It's kind of a weird but cool way for us to get together here, you know?
Well, congratulations on your song releasing on CMT. And it's such a powerful video and a great message. And I think, and obviously the songwriter too, it really highlights your voice, but it also makes a statement about friends that we all know, like Fred, and being there for them and growing up with them. Talk a little bit about that, Sammy.
Well, I think almost everybody has a Fred or knows a Fred. In a roundabout way, I kind of used to be a Fred, I started in this music business when I was 12 years old. And so I was alcoholic by the time I was 14 and drug addict by the time I was 15 years old. But, I've been lucky and God's blessed me because I was able to quit those things 35 years ago one morning, just wake up, get rid of it, and never had any kind of wants for it ever again. But, I know the video deals with meth, amphetamines, but I think it deals with all the different kinds of addictions that we have, and drug addictions and alcohol and even cigarettes. I was a smoker since I was 8 years old, and I just woke up one morning in 2011. I gave them up, and
wow.
I've never had a want for them again. It's like I totally forgot that I was ever a drinker or a smoker or a drug addict, And but I was blessed by God, and I'm lucky, but not everybody's as lucky as I am with those things, and not everybody's quite as blessed, because it's a tough fight. All those addictions are tough fights,
Right. Well, and I think also, watching the video and listening to the songs a number of times, what really touched me, Sammy, is with My Friend Fred, showing you guys as little kids growing up, and obviously you do an incredible job, where they're showing you performing on the stage, but, showing how the monster has taken a hold of him. And then even at the end of the video, with you guys walking off the kids, but then the poignant moment to where at the end, blowing out the flame. And it's such a shame because, like you said, so many of us, and I have friends and family that have struggled with this as well. And it's just so hard to watch them going through it and trying to be there for them as they struggle with it. And it's a hard deal, Sammy.
Yeah, it is, man. Look, when I was a young kid playing in those nightclubs, like I said, it was readily available in the music business, I remember some days when I wanted it so bad and didn't have any at hand, and but I guess I can honestly say that it probably not as bad as what's portrayed in the video. With Fred in the video, you can see how bad that the addiction really latches on to you and won't let you go and drives you completely crazy. And I think they did a fine job at capturing Fred, and also in the drug days, and also when he was a little boy with his little brother. I think they did an awesome job of that.
Well, and I think you did an awesome job delivering the song too. And you guys recorded this single at Muscle Shoals.
Yeah, at Wishbone, right across the street from the airport there. When I record music, I always record my music in Nashville. with Brent Mason and all those guys over there. And then I'll take the masters and I'll go to Muscle Shows and do all my vocals in Muscle Shows. I just love it there. And then Billy Lawson, who is also one of the co-writers on the song, him and I are also co-producers, you know, and we've been working with each other for many years now. A lot of people keep asking, when are you going to put new music out? But the truth is, every year I try to put out a new album every year, and I have been for quite a few years now. It's just that we don't get played much at radio anymore, so people don't know when we have new stuff out. But my friend Fred, you know, I've been trying to get that song for over a year and a half from the first time I ever heard it. But somebody had put it on hold in Nashville. So I couldn't cut it, see? And then finally I called up Billy one day and I said, Billy, I said, if you don't mind, email me a copy of Fred. I'd like to hear it again, you know, because every time I listened to it, I would cry like a baby, man. It would hit that hard for me. It just
fits your voice and style so well, you know, Sammy, it does.
Well, you know, I won't record anything unless I've lived it. And that's, and Fred hit really close to home for me. I mean, you know, I didn't live it quite that bad, but I've lived it.
Well, you know, and listening to your voice too, Sammy, it's like there's always been comparisons, you know, to you vocally to George Jones, one of your heroes, which I find it interesting. Talking earlier in the interview, you met George when you were 14 years old.
Yeah. I worked with George and a bunch of folks. At 14, I had already worked with Jones and Haggard and Tammy and Loretta and Ray Price and Cal Smith, Mel Street. Man, I worked with so many of the great artists that brought guys like me to the dance and country music. Yeah.
Well, and I think also it's such a gift too, Sammy, having a brand new song and video from you. Will there be more songs, do you think, coming out later this year?
Well, yeah, probably so. You know, I have 2 new albums in the studio now. I just haven't been able to get in there in the last 2 years to do the vocals. But I have a new country album recorded and I have a new a gospel album recorded. So as soon as I get a chance and I can get in the studio, I will.
Well, I'll tell you what, though, once again, I love seeing the pictures of you and your baby girl.
Thank you.
Congratulations on the brand new song, My Friend Fred.
Thank you.
In the video, and I want to make sure that our viewers go to your website, go to your social media, buy the song, download it, listen to it. It's such a powerful message. And I think in these times, too, when some people are alone at home, Sammy, maybe they need to hear and see this message to help them through this time as well.
Yeah, I think so. I thought about that the other day when I was watching the video and I saw where Fred was walking down the alley with a mask in his hand.
Mm-hmm.
And it almost, you see, there you go again. The song is about methamphetamines, but then I made a connection. I said, now look at us. We're all walking around with masks.
Right.
You know, and so the video kind of, you know, it just kind of plays to all the different addictions and what we're going through now. I mean, it just, you know, I don't know, man. It's I think everybody needs to hear it and no, don't throw these people away, because these people, you just gotta let these people know that their life is important to themselves, mm-hmm. but not only to them, but their friends and family. So we can't just throw these people away. We got to show them that we love them, we care. And this talk about you're not going to give it up until they're ready. I don't believe that. I do believe that we meet people every day by the grace of God. He puts certain people in our lives, and there may be one day a 3-minute conversation with somebody that's walking down the street that has an addiction like that. 3-minute conversation makes him give it up and turn his life back around. So we shouldn't give up on these people, period. We shouldn't. We just need to stick with them, and because you never know what word, 2 words, 3 words, or a paragraph that you say to somebody, you mm-hmm. never know how it's going to change their life. And remember that. So you can try to be good to them, help them.
We appreciate you. Sammy Kershaw, congrats on the song. Congrats on the baby. Spending some time at home. We look forward to seeing you back on the road. Hopefully some new songs and the new albums. I know how excited you are about the gospel album. Congratulations with my friend Fred, the song and the video. It's great to see you, even if it is remote. Look forward to hanging out personally, though.
Thank you, my friend.
Thank you, Sammy.
Sponsored by the Big 98, Nashville's #1 for new country and the home of the Bobby Bones Show.